let's talk, I'm here to talk to everybody. I want to hear some feedback about the big revelations that just happened. It's been 6 years? But for Trump's first 3 years, regardless of if you like him, if you hate him, that's not the point. That is not the point. The point is, allegedly, from the tippy top part of our government, FBI, they sold us a lie, a pure and simple one. Simple? Oh, you know what they did. We'll get into it. Make sure you guys help me out, man. I need the likes, man. Help me out. Help a small channel out there on the webs. I need some pure help. If you're in it to win it, then forget it, right? Wrong, whatever, But I'll say it again out loud. I am no Democrat and I am no Republican. Please, my gamer people, I apologize that I'm getting all political on my channel, but I gotta speak my mind, man. I can't not speak my mind anymore. We got a few more minutes and then we'll get in it. So please share this. Just come on, give me a share, yo. Will it hurt? Whatever. can't hear me? Can everybody hear me? Oh, wow. Well, anyways, let's start that over. Welcome back, everybody. There's always some problems going on. There's always something I mess up on. Well, anyways, I'll start that little monologue over again. What I'm trying to say is, it doesn't matter if you are a Democrat or a Republican. What matters is what happened with the highest part of our government. The FBI, all those guys, man. We got to think about this stuff. It doesn't matter, like, really, all that Democrat, Republican stuff, throw that behind you. Throw that behind you. It's all about the lies. All my videos before were always pointing out lies. I never said like this person. I never said dislike this person. All I ever did, go ahead and look back. You can quote me. You can do whatever. All the videos are still up. What I was simply saying was, please think about stuff. You are being lied to. Now, back then, we heard Russia, 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 right? That's what we heard. We heard Russia, Russia, Russia. Trump colluded with Russia. So, another thing is, like, these politicians, like, they're regular humans, right? Just like you and me. Now, imagine something like this. We only have, like, we can't have superpowers. We can't shoot lasers out of our eyes. We can't do any of those things. But we do got these 3 superpowers. I personally, it's my opinion, we have these 3 superpowers. And that's money, power, and influence. Now, you can have all 3. You can have 1. You can have 2. It doesn't matter. Money, power, and influence. Okay, now, politicians have that, right? Yes. Let's just get that out of the way. Now, let's just put it in layman terms for normal people to grasp. Put it like they're superheroes. They got superpowers. Now, what superhero wants to give up their superpowers? There's some human laws that can take away their superpowers. Or do they lie? Do criminals lie? Do like they have so much to lose? You have so much to lose. Like, if you're in a position like that, you can lose everything. You ain't gonna lie. You're just gonna say, "Yep, I did it," because no criminal ever just fesses up and said they did something, right? You know, just this. They lied to us, man. Now let me start this first video. You know, I'm talking too much, but dang on it, I was trying to tell you guys. I even stepped back. I stepped back real fresh to let you guys simmer on them decisions. I'm not mad at you guys. You guys were lied to. It was misinformed, and I apologize if I got on anybody's case. But I was trying to let you guys know we were being lied to straight up, like straight up. People attacked me over something they just heard. It's the strangest thing. It's quite weird. Let's check this out. Okay, now this is going to be Nancy Pelosi talking about, this is 2017, I believe. 2017. Let me mute the music. This is I did everything all badong. Okay, well, anyways. So this was 2017, and listen to this. Just listen to this.
And it's a diversionary tactic. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You demonize, and then we call it the wrap-up smear. If you want to talk politics, you call it the wrap-up smear. You smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest, and then you merchandise them. And then you write it, and they'll say, see, it's reported in the press that this, and this. So they have that validation that the press reported the smear, and then it's called the wrap-up smear. Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report on the smear that we made. And it's a tactic, and it's self-evident. But I think I'm worth the trouble, quite frankly. I love the fray. I'm not disrespectful of people's views. I respect any positive things that people want to say, or even negative, as long as it's constructive. But when it's blatantly self-serving and beyond the normal competition that the press so enjoys focusing on, instead of, wouldn't it be better if all the press were focusing on opportunity? I love it. Thank you.
Now, you saw that, you heard that. This is back in 2017. She told you right in your faces. It's a wrap-up smear. This is what we do. Look at her smile on her face. She's loving it. Because who's going to do anything to her? Who? I'm going to do something to Nancy Pelosi? You going to do something to Nancy Pelosi? Really? That's ridiculous. It's absolutely nuts. Now, I got another video. It's this stuff. This was to set it up. This is to set up the big lie. This is insane stuff. Now the next one's going to be Hillary Clinton right around the time Donald Trump was president. This big lie has been crafted by that woman, this woman right here. It's been crafted by this ultimate supreme liar. Now, it doesn't matter if you like somebody or you dislike. That's not what this is for. This is for the lies. That's all this is for. I'm not telling y'all to pick a side. Just pick, they lied, man. They lied. Listen to this lady.
The damage being done to our values, our institutions, and try to think of ways that I can help those who are on the front lines of the fight.
Your name doesn't come up much on any campaign except for Donald Trump's. Lock her up is still a big popular line.
I believe he knows he's an illegitimate president. He knows that there were a bunch of different reasons why the election turned out the way it did.
And literally.
So, this is her talking about when he colluded with Russia. She came up with this stuff. Like, she did it. The same people who exonerated her for her emails. It's the same people. It's the same people, man. And what if you believe, I'm here to talk about, what if you believed it? You believed what they said. What do you do now? You figured out it was a lie. Do you go crazy or what do you do, man? I don't know. I'm just trying to talk to you guys, man. I need to see some comments. I need to see what's up. Hey. There you go. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, my mic was muted. That was 6 minutes ago. Okay, but I need to hear what people got to say. Nobody got nothing to say. It's all good. Let's go for the next one, right? We'll go for the next video. Give me a sec.
I guarantee that there.
Okay, yeah, this is the right one. So this next one is going to be Obama talking about how there is no collusion. What am I doing? Just watch the video.
There is no political influence in any investigation conducted by the Justice Department or the FBI, not just in this case, but in any case.
And she will be
full stop, period.
And she will be treated no differently.
Guaranteed, full stop. Nobody gets treated differently when it comes to the Justice Department because nobody is above the law.
They were doing these.
Nobody's above the law. But these are the same guys, they talked to each other. Okay, these people are friends too. You don't talk to anybody at your job. That's their job. That's their job. Right? That's what I'm saying. That sure says that's not true. What you talking about? It should be. What you talking about? Well, yeah. Let me get next clip. Next clip.
Actually,
Son of a fun. Yo. Now the next clip is going to be lying Adam Schiff. Okay, remember, all this stuff just came out. That all this was fake. They just made it up because Hillary Clinton lost the election. She was mad, like any other human. She was mad. So people can't get mad because they're a politician? Like, for some weird reason, we see them on TV. We understand, like, oh, they're on TV. They get put in a subconscious, on a subconscious pedestal for some weird reason, like a movie star. Like, did you hear a movie star said this? So, yeah, I started doing that too. It's weird. It's weird. So, you know, sometimes we're not doing it on purpose, but some people are doing it on purpose. But listen to lying Adam Schiff, man. Listen to this guy.
Actually, no, Chuck. I can tell you that the case is more than that, and I can't go into the particulars, but there is more than circumstantial evidence now. So, again, I think...
So you
Director
have seen
Clapper,
direct evidence of collusion?
I don't want to go into specifics.
They always say that. I don't want to go into specifics. They say that on purpose. They say, I don't want to go into specifics because, it's an ongoing investigation. They had nothing. It was all made up. And then when people heard the other side saying, oh, it was made up, and when y'all heard Donald Trump saying it was a hoax, he was right. He was absolutely right. And just because you don't like somebody, just because, you know, I don't like him, so he can never be right. That is, come on, we can't be like that. That's ridiculous. Like, that's ridiculous. If Joe Biden said something that was right, then it was right. You know, like if it was true, factual, then it was true and factual. Just because he's Joe Biden, I mean everything out of his mouth is a lie. Like, I give people the benefit of the doubt. Like, you know, sometimes they tell you right in your face and you don't listen to it.
But I will say that there is evidence that is not circumstantial and is very much worthy of investigation.
Well, it is like Watergate in the sense that you had a break-in at the Democratic headquarters, in this case a virtual one, not a physical break-in, and you had a president as part of a cover-up, and here you have a president doing a different kind of cover-up. You have a president peddling these falsehoods, and you have essentially...
Peddling falsehoods. That's what you're doing. Now, if a liar lies and you don't want you to figure out that they're lying, what do? What does a liar keep on doing? They continue to lie, right? They dig that hole deeper. That's what it's called, digging that hole deeper. Perfect scene. Oh, man, if I made, like, constructed videos. Perfect scene. It was Clarence. Clarence was getting in trouble trying to get a piece of candy, and his mom was like, no. You got to be good before you get the piece of candy. But Clarence started tripping anyway, and then his subconscious told him, go be bad. And then in his imagination, he was digging a hole, and the imaginary creatures were saying, what are you doing, Clarence? And he said, I don't know. I can't stop. Digging a hole. I mean, lying, like getting in trouble, getting deep into it. Why you got to be like that? Well, anyways, let's get back to the video.
Essentially people putting out a propaganda like Rudy Giuliani to further that fiction. It is, I think, of a size and scope probably beyond Watergate, just not the Watergate the president is referring to.
Or not more.
Watergate. All you dudes colluded and did the same thing. And then, okay, let's talk about, you know, the Hunter Biden laptop. What else happened with that? They lied about that. The FBI got with them and was like, hey, no, hey, this stuff's about to come. All the same people. It's the same people that did all this stuff. But oh, no. Remember those bad Republicans. Yeah, there's some bad Republicans. I'm not giving them tooting their horn, but this instant, they were telling the freaking truth. I'm not no Republican. I'm not no Democrat. They were just telling the truth. I watch both sides. I can sit back and watch both sides, lot of doo-dah, lot of day, and see what's going on. Like, come on now, guys. We got to really open our eyes. And what's really going on, this is all really a distraction. A distraction from the U.S. dollar crumbling like nobody's business. And it's like, what are you going to do? Stay on social media and just scroll all day? TikTok all day? Like, come on, man. Now you got me sounding like Joe Biden. Let me get the next clip up. Stay right there.
Hack.
Now this is going to be Jerry Nads, Mr. Jerry Nad, Mr. Nasty Jerry Nadler. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see what Jerry Nadler has to say. Remember, all this stuff now is a lie. Just remember this, all this stuff is now factually proven false. The Russia collusion was false. All that was taxpayer money.
Then we need to know if anyone was involved. Trump today tweeted, it's commonly agreed after many months of costly looking, there was no collusion between Russia and Trump.
That's simply a lie. It is not commonly agreed. There was obviously a lot of collusion. The question is how high. Every so often we get new information about involvement. We now know that that lawyer who was at the meeting with Trump Jr., et cetera, did in fact have information about Hillary Clinton from the prosecutor general of of Russia. So there was involvement.
Here's Nancy.
Hard evidence. This week we saw cold, hard evidence of the Trump campaign.
Cold, hard evidence. That's what she said. Cold, hard evidence. Cold, hard evidence. They're lying. They're completely lying.
Campaign, indeed, the Trump family, eagerly intending to collude possibly with Russia, a hostile foreign power, to influence American elections.
Here's Democrat Senator Richard Blumenthal calling the collusion hoax a Watergate moment.
It's a Watergate moment.
Connecticut's Richard Blumenthal was the only Senate Democrat willing to go there.
Every single remedy, including indictment of the president, should be on the table.
And here's just a whole lot more where that came from.
Voters in America should decide who our president is, not Vladimir Putin.
The Russians offered help. The campaign accepted help. The Russians gave help, and the president made full use of that help. And that is pretty damning.
The bottom line of this dossier, the bottom line allegation, the point of this is they colluded. They helped. They were in on it.
The dossier that was written by who Hillary Clinton paid for to write it. The same people once again. Why you think doesn't it make sense why they keep going after Donald Trump now? Like, doesn't it make sense? He wasn't a part of the club. Think about it, an outsider comes into your club and says he's going to run the show and he's going to bust you as a corrupt person. You have a big team behind you. A huge team, right? You have news agencies, you have pharmaceutical, you have all these places that are backing you. Isn't it easier to lie when you have a bunch of people backing you? For instance, think about this. A lot of people are on the shore. On the shore, they go to the beach, they chill out on the shore. Then you have a scuba diver, you have your snorkelers, and then you have your scuba divers. You have your people out there on their boats and they're fishing, but that's all they're doing. Or you have your skiers, you have those people. But then the scuba diver goes down and it's like, holy smokes, I saw this big shadow. A bunch of people on the shore, it's like, oh man, I saw this huge shadow down there. It was moving, it was crazy. The scuba diver goes down and was like, oh, it was a whale shark. It wasn't nothing crazy. But there was more people on the shore that said, oh, it was something else. They said it was a Russian submarine. I'm just pulling stuff out. But it was a submarine. And the guy's like, nah, man, it was a whale shark. But more people and somebody prominent was on the shore. So since they said it, it must be that, right? And then that spreads around. And the guy's like, I saw it like with my own eyes. No, don't believe that guy. Don't believe the guy that saw it with his own eyes. The news said this. The news said this, remember, right? The news said that. So if the news said, is it true? Is it true if the news says it? Like, is that a subconscious thing in our brains that makes us think like, okay, since it's on the news, then it's supposed to be real, right? Like, it's supposed to be true. Like, nobody wants to lie to us. Nobody we like lie to us. Right? Right? whatever. Next, right? Let me find my next clip before I talk my head off. This is still, oops, I didn't finish the clip.
What does Vladimir Putin have on President Trump?
Well, we know that this whole smear on Joe Biden comes from the Kremlin.
I don't understand why this president is unwilling to take on Putin when he's actually paying bounties to kill American soldiers in Afghanistan.
Liars!
Puts bounties on the heads of our soldiers in Afghanistan.
Liars!
Bounties on the heads.
On the heads of American soldiers.
Liars!
Several factors that contributed to the low to moderate confidence in the judgment, including the difficulty of
and we're
complete lies. They were saying stuff so you believe what they wanted you to believe, not what's true. Now, think about this. I asked Chat GPT if I hated somebody or if I disliked someone over the basis of a lie, and I figured out that lie was false, should I still dislike or hate that person? You know what ChatGPT said to me? It said yes. That's because, it said yes, because that's what humans do. Holy smokes. I was like, ChatGPT is right. If I dislike somebody over a lie for some weird, strange, stupid human reason, I continue to hate the person because in some weird way I win. Humans are freaking weird, man. It's just freaking weird. How can you win because of that? It boggles my mind. And now, all the people who believed all these lies, how do y'all feel, man? Like, I'm not trying to rub it in your face, but how do you feel about that? Like, it's okay, you were lied to, move on. And then it's okay to get angry at those people who lied to you. And what you must remember, getting angry is a choice. I can never make you mad. I can never make you angry. And if I did do those things, if you said, oh, he made me mad, then you gave over emotional control to that person, whoever made you mad. It's ridiculous. Let me get my next set of clips. What? Be right back. Don't you go nowhere. I said, don't you go nowhere.
letter discredit.
Alrighty, next clip. Listen to this. Listen to this.
Crediting the Hunter Biden laptop story, quote, to help Joe Biden push back against Trump's campaign. In a healthy democracy, these people would be in prison. Yet Washington just wants to simply get away with this stuff. Just move on. Listen, it happened. It was wrong, but let bygones be bygones. The FBI released this official statement after John Durham's conclusion. The conduct in 2016 and 2017 that Special Counsel Durham examined was the reason that current FBI leadership already implemented dozens of corrective actions, which have now been in place for some time. Had those reforms been in place in 2016, the missteps identified in the report could have been prevented.
Brennan, right?
The report reinforces the importance of ensuring the FBI continues to do its work with rigor, objectivity, and professionalism that the American people deserve and rightly expect. Oh, well, we're sorry.
We are deeply sorry.
Straight up. That's it. We're sorry. Nobody's going to get in trouble. But if they were a Republican, they got to get in trouble. Don't y'all see the two-tier justice system? Of course you have to keep going after Trump. For anything you can bust him on and get him out of the picture, right? They lied so hard. They lied to the world. But they have a D in front of their names. So nothing's going to happen to them. Nothing's going to happen to them. It's ridiculous. It is insane The amount of crap that goes on, it's nuts. But what do y'all got to say about that? What do y'all got to say? It's ridiculous. My kids are dying in the next room. It's all good. Yeah, I have kids, like 3 boys. So if y'all hear screaming, wrestling, fighting, that's going to happen because I got 3 boys. What am I going to do? Cast Stiliamus and make them stay still? I can't do that. That don't work. Do it on your kids. Do it on your kids. So the next clip is the letter, all the information we need to know from the special counsel. I'll get it right here and ready. You know what's dumb? Oh, because remember, that's their superpowers. They would lose their superpowers. Celestial, you want to lose your superpowers by telling the truth and okay, us humans, we have the power to take your superpowers away. You lose all your stuff, man. You lose credibility. That's a lot of stuff to lose. Think about losing everything you own right now. You know what I mean? Like me, I don't want to lose everything. Like, I don't want to lose it all. I don't want to go to jail and lose it all. Like, come on now, man. So, let's get into this next clip. Blip, blip, blip.
From John Durham's final findings: investigative referral of possible Clinton campaign plan. Factual background: the office also considers as part of its investigation the government's handling of certain intelligence that it received during the summer of 2016. That intelligence concerned the purported approval by Hillary Clinton on July 26th of 2016 of a proposal from one of her foreign policy advisors to vilify Donald Trump by stirring up a scandal claiming interference by the Russian security services.
Now remember that first video, wrap up smear. She said, Nancy Pelosi told you right in your face.
We refer to that intelligence hereafter as the Clinton Plan intelligence. DNI John Ratcliffe declassified the following information about Clinton Plan intelligence in September of 2020 and conveyed it to the Senate Judiciary Committee.
Now, they thought Hillary Clinton was going to win. They were like, oh snap, we're going to get busted. So we have to do all this stuff. Think about it. Think about a criminal's mind. They had to do all this crazy stuff because they got busted. Remember he said they did all this stuff and people were like, oh, it's just a conspiracy theory. Come on.
In late July of 2016, U.S. intelligence agencies obtained insight into Russian intelligence analysis alleging that U.S. presidential candidate Hillary Clinton had approved a campaign plan to stir up a scandal against U.S. presidential candidate Donald Trump by tying him to Putin and the Russians' hacking of the Democratic National Committee. The intelligence community does not know the accuracy of this allegation or to the extent to which the Russian intelligence analysis may reflect exaggeration or fabrication. According to his handwritten notes, CIA Director Brennan subsequently briefed President Obama and other senior national security officials on the intelligence, including the alleged approval by Hillary Clinton on July 26, 2016 of a proposal from one of her foreign policy advisors to vilify Donald Trump by stirring up a scandal claiming interference by Russian security services. It turns out that yet again more framing from Donald Trump is accurate. Not only that the Russia story was a hoax, calling it the Russia hoax, but he was correct on the Obama administration's involvement, dubbing it Obamagate. The same exact figures behind all of this. John Brennan is currently under investigation for teaming up with Anthony Blinken and the Joe Biden campaign to sign that 51 former intelligence official letter labeling the Hunter Biden laptop story as Russian disinformation. Every single election season, John Brennan, the Clintons, the Bidens seem to be conspiring behind the scenes to illegitimately, corruptly, and I'd argue illegally influence the general election to the benefit of the Democrat Party. And in this case, they literally fabricated evidence to suggest that Donald Trump was a Manchurian candidate, a Russian spy, that the Trump organization and campaign was working with the Kremlin and Russian intelligence to interfere and illegitimately win the 2016 election. During the 2016 election, the DNC was supposedly hacked by the Russians. Hillary Clinton then manifested a plan to claim